Guys, what is up? Welcome back to a brand new video. This isn't a video that I wanted to be making, but here we are. Oh, I feel like I'm having deja vu because yes, yet another incident has happened to my car. I swear I have the worst luck with vehicles. The worst luck. Well, actually the worst luck with a lot of things, but we won't even go there. So, what exactly has happened? Well, let me explain. So I thought yesterday would be a good idea to go and get a little bit of fresh air, as my life has been pretty chaotic to say the least as of recent, and I do like going on my spontaneous adventures, my spontaneous drive to just take in a little bit of new scenery, relax, have my downtime and come back a refreshed man. However, yesterday evening had different plans. So I thought, you know what, let's see if my friend wants to join. So I spontaneously messaged my friend, do you want to come on this adventure? He was like, yeah, sure. So we decided to head towards Wales, towards a lake that I've been to in the past, a really beautiful lake called Lake Vinwyr or something. I probably absolutely butchered that name, but as you guys know, I'm not very good with Welsh words. So we were heading towards this lake and the journey was going pretty smooth. I say pretty smooth because there was just a little bit of a nightmare with the fuel shortage. So we were trying to hunt for fuel for the longest time. We must have visited about 4 different fuel stations before I actually found fuel. And the irony is, the fuel that I found at one station actually had a sorry out of use sign on it. And at that point, I was so low that I was like, I need to squeeze out anything I can. But lo and behold, the pump worked absolutely fine. I was there filling up my car and there seemed to have been plenty of fuel. So I don't know if they were just BSing, but there you go. Got my fuel in the end and we resumed our journey towards Lake Vinwyr or whatever. So at this point now, we're on a B road and you know how the country lanes are in these places, you know, in the countryside. They're very, very dynamic and they sort of can get quite thin and narrow and then they open up again and then they go through loads of twisty turny periods, you know, over hills and different valleys, and it's a very dynamic road. They have a lot of different sort of dynamic camber on certain sections and the gradients are always changing, so it's that stereotypical sort of country road. Anyway, as we were sort of getting closer to our destination, at this point we're still on this B road, there's a corner that approaches us. I can see it on my sat nav, you know, no big deal, get to the corner, brake sort of thing. So I'm approaching this corner, and as I'm approaching the corner, I see a white thing just sort of come round the bend, and it's coming round at quite an aggressive sort of speed for the size of the thing and at a wide angle. So I'm sort of tapping my brakes even more, like kind of shit, what's going on here? And he comes swinging around and he's in a big truck and he's taking it incredibly wide, and literally half of his truck is sort of on my side of the road. So he's literally driving in my lane at this point. And I'm like, oh my god, like what is this guy doing? Can he not see me? He needs to quickly swing his big ass tanker to the left, and he's got the space to do it. I can see he's got plenty of space. He can definitely move over to the left a little bit, but he's not having any of it. And anyway, he just keeps going at the pace that he's going. He can clearly see that I'm heading towards him, and he just decides to carry on. So I'm panicking here. I'm approaching him, I'm braking at the same time, but he just keeps on coming, and I'm like, he's literally going to hit me at this point, so I'm going to need to swing out of the way. At this point, you know, I've still got momentum, so I'm still, you know, not picking up speed, I'm decreasing speed, but I'm still rolling, you know, doing 60 down these country lanes. That's the sort of that's the national speed limit, isn't it? So after braking, I'm probably, you know, reducing my speed by 20 odd miles per hour or so. So let's say he's like a few meters away from me, maybe I'm doing 30 mile per hour, 40 mile per hour at this point, so still quite a fast speed. So he's approaching me and I'm like, I'm literally gonna have to dodge this guy. So he doesn't care. I have to make a really spontaneous decision to swing out of his way. Otherwise, I'm literally heading on this guy and he's going to muller me. He's in a big truck that weighs God knows how many tons. I am going to be a dead man. I am going to be a dead man. So I swing and veer to the left. He's obviously got no care in the world. And as I swing to the left, I just hear sort of a big boom, like boom. Turn my wheel and just hear a boom. And what's happened is basically where I've had to avoid this truck, I've hit a curb having to avoid him. So my wheel has gone into a curb and I've just felt a big bounce. So it's gone like boom and sort of bounced back into the road. Didn't go over the curb, just has bounced off the curb and gone back into the road. And I've managed to just about dodge this trucker, and I've just carried her on along around the bend and just heard all this clunking and the car's just pooed itself. Like, I can hear it's not good. I can see it's not good. You know, it doesn't feel right to drive. I'm like, oh god, we've caused some damage. We have caused some damage. So anyway, the trucker, you know, like I said, he didn't care. He's literally just driven off. And the annoying thing is, I don't have a dash cam in my car, so this wasn't recorded either. So it's not like I can look back at the footage and take his plate and try and do him for any of this. But we just sort of pulled over into this little bay. I go and assess the damage, and oh my word, it is not good. It is not good at all. So I can instantly see that the wheel has been buckled. Actually, one of the spokes has bent quite far in from where it's made contact with the curb, that it's actually rubbing on my caliper. So my caliper, my fresh, you know, new upgraded brakes, they look like they're going to be pretty damaged. You know, the tie rod looks like it's suffered quite a bit, and the wheel's actually been pushed into the arch and has actually damaged the arch, damaged the front wing, and the impact from it has like almost sent like a vibration to the back of the car and has somehow made a small little bend in my rear arch too on the left hand side. So yeah, it's caused quite a lot of damage, shall we say. I'm not looking forward to the bill. Really, I'm not looking forward to the bill. I'm also quite worried that it's you know, done quite a bit of damage to the subframe too. So I'm scared to get it up in the ramp. Scared for VRS to take a look at it and tell me the damage, to say the least. But here we are anyway. Another incident has happened with my car, and I thought I might as well update you guys just to fill you in on my very tragic life. So there we go. Not much else I can really say, but you know, I've got to carry on. I've got to feel positive, and I've got to just, you know, keep bouncing back from these things as I always try and do. So hopefully the car's going to be repaired. You know, I'm not giving up on this thing. You know, last time it was the bloody engine. The engine shot a piston out the block, and the rear caught fire, and you know, we managed to revive her from that. So hopefully she can be saved from a big bump on a curb, but we'll see. And yeah, there's a little story time for you guys. I hope you're having a better week than I am. So I'll catch you soon, guys. Ah, damn, I hope the next video is more positive.